now we're going to continue with the middle of 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 the middle. Got it. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. The middle of the end of the level. So we're on the end of the level. We got this level drawn over here. End of the level is coming up, and now we just have to finish it. So let's let everybody know that we started. Let's see. All right. Hi. Good evening. About to get started. Just give me a minute over here. Yeah, these are the glasses over here, right? And then and since I was working on the graphics over there, here's my hands. I was working on the graphics, and these are like blue light blocking. They turn everything yellow. They're from the 90s. Yes, exactly. Oculus Thrift. That is amazing. I don't know how you come up with this stuff, but it's awesome. So while I was like working on it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to see what I'm drawing, the actual real colors that I'm drawing. So I is there a way to favorite this thing? Click to reply. No, doesn't look like it. That'd be a good username. Probably a good song name. I had to work on the real colors over here, so that's that's what I started doing. Okay, show keys. Not showing the keys. Okay, so just give me 1 second over here. There we go. Alright, there we go. Back. Okay. Yeah, that would be an awesome username. But yeah, that's the profile picture, and you know, I really get into the zone when I'm you know, wearing these goggles. But I needed to see what I was drawing on here, so they went up. Now I got the screencaster. All right, do you see everybody over here? Yeah. Yeah. So now you're gonna be able to see what I'm typing over here when I'm like, you know, doing these awesome key commands. Let's see. Going up, going down. All right. So I had an idea on this end of the screen, and I was gonna put some like white dots in here to make it look like the water was like kind of shimmering. Nah, but not like too much. But you know, it's not going to actually shimmer. Although we could actually make it shimmer. All right, you haven't seen this, so let me show this to you for a second. Just give me 1 second. And now it's like too much, right? Yeah, too much white. Went overboard. Got to get rid of some of it. There we go. Back. Okay. Let's see. That one. Okay, so that might be enough. I'm not sure about that yet. Anyway, we'll check it out. So this is what I got so far. Unsave changes. Oh yeah, no, I don't want to load it. Let's save it. Then let's go over here, get rid of this. Okay. And then we'll load it back in. Yeah. Saved it. Load. Run. Okay. Alright. There's the water shimmering, right? You can see like kind of the waves. It actually looks like water now. And then we're hitting the bottom of the level. Now what happens is when you're hitting the bottom of the level, the raindrops are going to have to stop at some point. And then you're going to have to crash into the, you know, thing, and it's going to splash. So that's the next step. So additionally, we have clouds coming up, which doesn't make any sense either. So as soon as we hit the bottom of the level, we have to stop it. But I'm not sure what you thought about. I want to get your opinion on this bottom of the level thing. Does the dirt look like good dirt? The grass, does it look okay? I was trying to do blades of grass. The water, the puddle, and then I also have like a tree. I have to somehow draw a tree over here. I'm not sure about 100% how to do that one. So that's one thing. And then, but yeah, that's it. So I think I could show you a little bit. Load file. Okay, let's go all the way up to here, and I think we had the negative altitude. What do we have it set to last time? Was it 30? 40? It was 50. It might have been 50. So let's just go with 50. Through the dirt. Okay, here. Let me play a little bit of this from 50, starting out at 50, and then maybe you get a little. Okay, so this is like the sky. The sky is appearing. Hang on. I took a clip and it said clip copied to clipboard. So let's just go with 50. Through the dirt. Okay, here. Let me play a little bit of this from 50, starting out at 50, and then maybe you get a little. Okay, so this is like the sky. The sky is appearing. Sorry about that. I was playing back this clip. You probably heard it. Anyway, I thought my was really was a lot more dramatic than it appeared on after it was recorded. So I was like, oh, that sounds pretty funny, but it didn't. Okay. Alright, let's just collect some raindrops. You'll see it happening. You've seen all this before. Probably still too many drones. I probably have to tone the drones down. Alright, we're still in the clouds. So at some point we'll have to figure out how much, what level the clouds can appear from until. And then at some point we'll have to stop the clouds from appearing. And I thought I toned the drones down. I thought I toned them down to 50 or something. No. Once every 3 seconds. Alright, so now we're in the stage where we collect a lot of things for the girder start. Alright, girders are appearing. Okay, and now you can see the water is over there. And the shimmering water, I can't believe I hit into that. The shimmering water appears with the shimmering effect appears with the water, at the same level of it. That was actually really difficult to get to happen. Shimmering water in general was difficult. I spent an entire session just on that. Alright, so now we hit the girders. Do we stop the clouds from appearing in the distance? Probably, because they're coming up from the bottom. Do we stop the clouds from appearing when we as soon as we see this as soon as the city skyline is finished rendering, coming up, parallaxing? Okay, this is it. Now we gotta stop the other stuff, because now we've got the ground is appearing below us, so we have to stop the rest of the stuff. Otherwise we're just gonna make the thing, obscenely large, and it doesn't make any sense. So at some point we'll have to stop all the rest of the stuff from appearing, right? So this thing is like ridiculous now. And at some point the ground is going to finish rendering upwards. And it's a comically large raindrop. And I think that's it. No, wait, not done yet. Okay, so now the ground is finished rendering, and we can actually fall. So maybe that ground has to come up a lot faster, or as soon as it starts appearing, you know, as soon as there's not much more stuff to collect, then you just have the animation go. I'm not sure what to do about that point. That's the first thing. Second thing, I just wanted to draw the thing and get it to, you know, come up. I just wanted to draw the thing and get it to come up. So now I'm not sure about the, you know, about that either. But that's the perspective, if you're wondering. So what do you think? All right. We also need like pixel art shimmering water. That's another thing that needs art shimmering water. Let's see. Okay, so you got only a couple of dots. Yeah, there you go. But I guess it's shimmering because the sun is shining on it. Do we put like dark blue in the water, maybe? Let's see how that looks. Because now it looks like, you know, looks too bright. Let's see how dark blue looks. And then we'll increase this to 175 so we can start to see it right away. All right, so that was it. Okay, so this one, we undo that, quit it, and then save this one, and then load this up. Not that. Uh, 175. Right there. Okay, and now let's take a look. That's not bad. I think that's a little bit better. It kind of fits the whole like aesthetic a little bit better. Let's clean up just the top areas. No, not with that. This one. There we go. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then I think we're gonna probably want to move this one down a little bit, like over here. Yeah. Okay. Quit out of here. All right, and then. We got two of them right next to each other at the bottom. So let's just edit that one. Two of them right next to each other at the bottom. Probably over here and over here. That's I guess they're interacting. Now it looks like they're all in a row. Actually, you know, maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. probably just get rid of the middle one in that case. Okay, that's probably good. Now, save that. Now it just looks like too repetitive. And this is the struggle with drawing. There we go. Okay, so it's getting repeated over and over again. If we were to draw this, let's see, maybe we can just like, all right, copied it, and now if we could like stamp it over there, we could see maybe what the problem is. Okay, I see what the problem is over there. So what we have to do is to take this one, because that's where it's getting copied, and that's the issue right there. So what specifically is getting copied? It's these three. So it's actually rendering this one and this one. So I think it's this right here. And I think the issue is with this thing right there. I think that's it. I believe that. And then maybe move this one more to the center. But I know these three. All right, so let's get rid of this. Yeah, Control Z. All right, so how do I cut this out? No, Control X. That's not working. All right, do we just do that? Get rid of everything, every individual one, because we copy and pasted it. Oh no, we can just undo a whole bunch of times. Okay, now we can see what the problem is. Okay, so there's the problem right there. So we'll get rid of that one, and now this one is going to appear simultaneously. That one's going to appear copied. So maybe we could get rid of this one and move that over here, like one over. Maybe that's going to be okay. We'll take a look. Not 100%. Okay. Something is happening in a row. It's like three things going up in a row. It's like that one, that one, that one. I'm trying to figure out where it's getting copied over from. That one right there. That one's getting copied over. So if we... it's, it's the right post-apocalyptic city, like in Blade Runner. Not there. We're still not there. This is like super difficult to draw. And then maybe something else over here. I know we're like copying it over. Yeah, you're right. So this is what I mean. So first we were like, okay, well maybe we should maybe first I was like maybe I should add some shimmering, and then I tried like alright, so that's how it looked before, right? With just plain blue water. Then I was like, oh, it just looks plain blue. First I had like, you know, plain dirt and plain grass. Needed to add something to it to make it look, you know, more authentic or something. But then I looked into shimmering water, and after looking at the shimmering water, it was like the sun is shimmering off of the water. These white spots on the water appear to be sun. So then I was like, all right, well, maybe I don't want to do white spots for the water because that's not like shimmering because there's no sun out. It's at nighttime. So I was like, why don't we do? Yeah, exactly. It should be lighter shades. We've got two shades of blue. We've got dark blue and light blue. So the only thing that you could do, white, yellow, light gray. Yeah. So we could do light gray, and then maybe over here like that, and then down here. Run, save. Almost. Let's see, and then we probably need a white one over there, and a gray one over there, like that. Now it's too much. Yeah, we can probably make the shimmers move. We can make it move just like we made the other water move. So if we check out, yeah. So you can see like how there's like the wind blowing over the water, making like little waves. Sorry, I guess you're thinking like not like that. Maybe just have it like sparkling water, where it looks like it's sparkling instead of these waves that are appearing in the back over there, I guess. Let's see, how can we do that? All right. So in order to do that, let's all right, let's get rid of all this stuff. And then we'll just try to shimmer it ourselves. Okay, save that. All right, and now let's load it up over here. And, okay, that one's good. Water shimmer token. That's for a different part of the water. Let's see. Okay, so if I wonder if we could reuse this water shimmering thing. Water shimmer token. All right. So let's see. When do we stop this? We stop water shimmering Oh, all the way down here. Draw. Can you make it flash? Can I make which one flash? Like alert the user that they should aim for it. To light spots. Make it shimmer. Yeah, like kind of you're thinking like light spot here and there. What about the grass? What about the grass and the dirt? What do you think about that? Let's let me run it. Get all of the entire scene as it's rendered up, and then we can like put on pause and study it. So the dirt. The way I did that was brown and dark gray spots in there, and that simulates dirt. The grass was dark green and light green, and then each individual blade of grass you could kind of see through it. It's transparent. Each one is like I think 2 pixels high. So that's that one. Let's see. Can you make sure there's flash? Let's try the first. Let's first try the easy approach of turning these shimmering things. Add new shimmer. Okay. All right. So we don't. Okay. So if the background height. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do that because. All right. So if we try to do the other things, it's going to be very difficult to figure out where we are in relation to the next layer that's coming up right underneath us, because this one is end first stage background. This is the end of the first stage background. That's where it's coming up over there. It's going to be difficult to do that, but we can add random sparkles in the water over here to make it look like it's sparkling water or crystal clear water or something like that. So make the shimmers move or make it flash in and out. Let's see. All right, so we can determine mathematically where this is going to appear. So we have 192. We have 193 over here and 193 over there. And then we have the rest of it. So everything in here is somewhere there is water there. And it's actually water for the first couple of frames are water. So what we could actually do is we could palette swap them. We could take these pixels that's where all the water appears, and we could palette swap them. That's one thing we could do. The other thing we could do is not have any palette swapping in this one just to make it easier, and that way we could save on one. We could save a bunch. Actually, we could even make it simpler and only palette swap this one thing out. So let's like copy this one. Nope, that's Alt-C. Control-C. And then paste that one over there. And then have it shimmer. The problem is with the shimmering, it's going to be like an on-off thing. We're going to want a couple of different patterns over here. So we could have a pattern over here with like a random dots. And then we could have another pattern over here with some other random dots. And maybe a third one. And then we randomly select which one we're going to draw for just this pixel, for just this sprite, I mean. And then for this rest of these, we just draw it the same. So if we're going for 194, that's only drawn over here, but we're doing 194 with the background background height I, and then 1 and 3. So what we want to do is we don't want 1, we want 1 1, and then we want the one that appears underneath it, which is 210. And 226. So the one that appears beneath it, we want that one, and the next one underneath it. And it's not going to appear at it is going to appear at I, but it's not going to be the background height. It's going to be the background height plus it's either 7 or 8. 8, maybe? I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. Okay, but this one. So we have to do a if we have to do a random sprite sp equals floor of RND 0, 1, or 2, right? And then and then we probably want to change it on every however many frame. So if cloud token mod 3 equals 0, then change the frame. Then I guess draw a different frame. Otherwise, draw the original frame. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we're going to have to pick one of these 3 frames. So if it's this, then draw that one. 0. Actually, no. 0, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to need that one, 3. So if it's 0, we want to draw 194. Let's see how we're going to do this. If it's if sp equals 0, then draw this one. Else if sp equals 1, then draw this one. There's probably a better way to do this, but I'm just going to like prototype it out right now. 195, what is it? It's 194, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, there's a better way to do this. We just have to add 194 to it, and that's 0. And then instead of doing this, we could call this SP. Okay, and then so if if the cloud token is 3, then we're going to want to draw something. Don't make it one color. So so are the pixels themselves going to change, or are they going to change places and colors at the same time? Okay. Let's see. 3, then draw it differently. Else, just draw 194. All right, we'll try this first. This usually ends up not working because I tried this last time for the the original water shimmering, where it's appearing black against the night sky, and what I ended up having to do was have each piece of. Oh, thanks. Let's check this out. All right, copy that, paste that over here. All right, hang on. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I see it. Overworld. I feel like I should be humming the Zelda theme right now. All right, so that's how they drew the water. You've got 2 different shades of blue and then white against the edges to show like the waves crashing down. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. So what I ended up having to do with the other thing was it was pretty difficult, but it's probably overkill is what I meant. I just used the same pattern that was above. There are unsaved changes. Continue. Okay, so all of this we're gonna have to save. Oh, I see. Okay, so this we're gonna have to save as range P3. This one we're gonna have to save, and now we're gonna have to quit it and then take the diff again. Drop P8 and raindrop P-3. Okay. So this is everything that we have over here. To make it easier, I'm just going to copy all of this stuff out of the way, like that. Then I'm going to copy raindrop P8-3 onto raindrop P8, and then I'm going to load up tab raindrop P8, load the file, and then I think it was this line right over here. That was what changed. And then I'll just paste this in over here. Let's see. Paste that in over there. Probably don't need this one. Okay, so that's it. That should be everything. All right, save that. And try run. Whoa. A little fast. It's a little fast over there. But I think that's what you were going for. The problem is, if we do this to like 4, or even like 9 or something like that, if we do it to 9, I think it's just going to appear less often. Like the shimmer effect is just going to appear less often. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like that? Okay. Well, let's try 9, and then we'll go back to 3. Yeah, it was a little fast. So I'm thinking, how do we like slow it down a little bit? We need to. Not that good. Alright, so the 3 was okay, but it was too fast. So how do we like get it to stay there for another couple of frames? 2 or 3. This random is getting regenerated on every single render. If we move that in here, the problem is if we move it in here, it's just not defined before there, so we can't even do that. Oh, and this thing is going this is a for loop over here, so if we do this, it'll be rendered less often, I think. Yeah. All right, so let's see if this slowed it down at all. The speed of which it rendered. Yeah, but now they all appear as the same one. We really did want it over there because then they appear as different ones if it's inside of over here, right? They all appear as different ones, right? Yeah, it's not deterministic anymore. All right, so how do we slow this down now? Because it's like flashing. It's like that's where you want to go. You know, we're going to direct the person. We're going to direct the player to going right over there. That's where they want to go. So how do we do that then? Let's see, we've got it's modded 3 over here. You're getting a random one every single for every single one. You're just getting a different one. Static is just making it not static. Yeah, that is a huge improvement. It is fast though. It should be a little bit slower. There's got to be a way to do this. What we could do is have a global. I've got a ton of globals already. What's another one? Is there a way? Is there like a math way of not making it? Is to make it like sit there? That's what I'm thinking right now. All right. So if we got cloud token mod 3 equals 0, then render it with the optional one. Otherwise, render it just flat. So that's one idea. White to gray to blue, 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 gray, white. Oh, go white. Then you go to gray. Then you go blue. Then you go gray and white again. It's like going in and out. Let's see. It's got to be static there, though. It's got to be static for a little bit. You got to wait a few frames before drawing this, but this happens every single frame. Ground height. What if we took cloud token and I don't know how to do this, but cloud token is incrementing very rapidly. But what if we took it and then shifted it over one so that it's a decimal point and the decimal at the end is running really quickly. We have to divide it by 10. So let's do it over, I guess, right as soon as we hit the function in here. We got to call this, what is this? Water shine token. Water shine equals cloud token divided by 10. So what that should do is that should shift it over, you know, it should go from like being like, I don't know, 233, and if you divide it by 10, it should change into 23.3, I think. Something like that. And then when we take water shine token mod 3, it should only do it based on the whatever comes after the decimal point. So let's just try this for a second and then take a look and see if it affects anything. It's probably not going to work. It's probably going to flash just as much as it was flashing before. Yeah, now it's just not appearing as often. So, how do we get it to appear more often, but kind of stay there and not re-render every single time? You basically have to remember. So that one didn't work at all. We have to remember what it was before and do that the same and do that. So what we did last time was we took every single couldn't figure out how to make it work at all. So every single one was a new object, add new shimmer, and then we instantiated a new object with its own behavior, and each one has a random initial x and y value, and it grows and shrinks each one upon update. So that's how they all move independently. That was I felt like it was a lot of it was overkill because it was a lot of stuff to get that to happen. For this, I feel like we can do something to make it kind of stick around. And I went through the exact same thought process last time. It was like, do something, make it stick around, you know? So add new shimmer, add new exhaust, and make clouds. Add new rain, water shimmer token, BG. Try in first stage BG. Okay, so we're going in and out every single frame, a bunch of times actually per frame, because we're either drawing this one or that one. Go there, and then if the water shine is mod 3, but we're not using water shine anymore, we're using a cloud token again. All right. Yeah. So it's like a small effect, but it kind of makes a big difference, you know? Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to do a global. That's it. That's the only thing I can think of. All right. So let's do SP. Well, we gotta probably call it. This is called water shimmer. Water. It's not shimmer. It's water. Because we already used shimmering for the last thing. Sparkling. Water sparkle. Okay. So we take this water sparkle, and that is going to be defined in here. But we're going to do it every half of a second. And then this is going to be water sparkle. And this one is going to be over there. And then we don't need this end over there at all either. Okay, and then the water sparkle is going to be equal to 194, defined all the way up here. And we'll put it right next to the water shimmer. Water sparkle equals 194. Put up there. All right, now, if you take the water sparkle, and we do water sparkle every half of a second, it's going to switch and pick a different one. Otherwise, and then whatever it has stored, it's either going to be 194, 95, 96, and so on. It's going to render that one, and it should pick a different one every half a second. Or it could do it more often because of over there, so we could probably move this out over here. Yeah. Well, then they're all going to be rendered the same every half second. I don't know. All right, actually, let's leave it in first. See what that looks like, then move it out, and then go from there. Yeah, so they're all the same, it looks like, right now. Okay, so we want them all to be different, but we don't want it to render as often. So we're getting that, them not rendering as often, but we want them all to be different. But if we switch to something like this, then that's going to be way too fast, just like it was last time. Negating any value that we just gave ourselves. Yeah, so there's probably a sweet spot over here. It looks like they're all the same, yeah. Okay, so if they're all the same, and we want them to be different, token, water sparkle. Oh, okay. So let's see if this makes them all different, though. It does make them all different, but now they're... they're flashing too quickly. This, now this is a challenging problem all of a sudden. Okay, so we're going in over here. It is mod 2. But now they're not sticking around. Because it's getting counted on every single frame, every other frame. We want them all to be the same. So what we really need is it like to be defined in an array where they all get randomized and then they kind of stay there until the next run through where they all get randomized again. So we need, I'm pretty sure we need something like this where it's a list. So list in Lua. Okay, so there it is. And then if you print days sub 4, you get Wednesday. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what we need is we need a water sparkle array. Water sparkle has to be an array with 94, 95, 6, and 197. And then, all right, this water sparkle array has to get randomized on every third third run through, something like that. If I don't want to animate, go to this one. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's bring this over here. Okay, if I don't want to animate, do this. Okay. I see what they did over here. Let's see, can we zoom in? Yeah, there we go. So you have one run through, and then it's copied over and over again, just like we're doing over here. Interesting. All right, we're almost there. I feel like we're almost there with this animation thing, though. So I want to try to get it. You know what I'm saying? All right, cloud token mod 3 equals 0. Then water sparkle that. So I think we're gonna get there by doing. Okay, so we have to count sub I. So we have however many of those. 4 of them. So we have 4 states. For I equals 194, comma 197, right? No, we don't necessarily need that because we could just do 0, random 0, 0, comma 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Do okay, so then we have a random water sparkle. Actually, we have a random SP number. And then, there we go. SP number, sprite number, and then sparkle. Oh, okay, so we can't do, we have to do 1 and 4. Sub I equals SP, which is the sprite number. So we're going to resort the array on every third run through. And then end that loop. Okay, so if the cloud token is 3, and then we could change this, that's going to be the thing of what it's going to look like. And then it's going to change on every run through, and we can slow that down. So now over here, the only thing that we have to do is we have to draw this out. So this is going from the I value. And now we probably want the same I value for I equals probably 1 to 4. Do, and then it's not going to be water sparkle, it's going to be water sparkle sub I. And that's going to give us the whole array over there. And that could be it. Or it could just completely mess up the drawing and have way too much water everywhere. I'm not sure which one's going to happen. Yep, just what I thought. Mess up the water. But the animation probably looks a lot better of what we want. So now we just have to figure out the positioning of it, and we'll probably be good. Okay, so it's going 32 to 80, and it's going every 8. So what is that going to equal? 32 plus 8. All right, so that's 1. 32 to 80 is how many times? 80 minus 32 is 48 divided by 8 is 8 times. No, wait. 6. It's going 6 times. But we want to render this out. Oh, but you have a... Oh, that's weird. Okay, so you have 4 states it could be in. And you want to pick one of those 4 states. But you already picked all of those. Okay, so it's just not drawing them at all over here. Oh, because there's 2 eyes. Ah, that was it. I got it. Well, maybe. Hopefully. Let's check it out. That was it. Now they're dancing around, but they're all the same, it looks like. Alright, yeah, you can't get them all. The animation is good. Probably could even be faster than that. Probably could go like mod 2 over here, and the animation will be good and correct. Alright, so you're going this thing every single time. You should be choosing a different one, but I guess this thing is... It's rendering the same one? Oh, because it's ending, right? Ending 4. Oh, and then it's the same I value over there. So you need it for different I values. But, so it's different J values, the same I, and then it's cycling through them all and only giving us like the last one in the array. It's not drawing them all out. So what we really need is 32 8. So we have a list of 4 of them that it could be. And you want to randomly select one out of every of those 4, but vary them differently. And then flip. And then change it around every so often. Let's see. Randomly select one of the 4, and then that's what it is until you switch it. So I think we're going to need 6 of those things, but then it's like draw them all out. Let's see. How are we going to do that over here? Water sparkle. It's going to be which sprite number it is. I mean, you can randomly choose one out of there, but that's probably not going to help the situation. 32 to 80, comma 8. It's got to be something like that. It's 1. All right, so we're probably going to need to take something out of here and move it over there. Let's try that. Let's try taking something out of the eye and then changing it so that it fits into one of our 1 to 4. If we divide by 32, what's 80 divided by 32? 2.5. If we divide by 16, divided by 16, 5, that's pretty close. 48 divided by 16, 3, 32. Okay. All right, cool. So we just divide by 16. Okay, J equals floor of I divided by 16. And then that's which thing that we'll put in here. And then, and what do we say? 80 divided by 16 was 5. Then we'll just put another number in here to 194. A default value or something. All right, let's see how this looks. Okay. Kind of what we expected, because the last one is not rendering over there. And does this make it blow up? Probably. I would have to estimate that it's going to. Ah! Something is missing over there. Alright, 194. And then over here, 1 to 5 maybe? Okay, and then maybe we can get that last one to get randomized a little bit. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now it's appearing over there, and it's not happening too often, or it's happening kind of frequently, so we'll push it back up to 3, and maybe it'll like recalculate it at a lower. So now they are slower, but more of them appear the same though. Are they different enough that you'll notice though? is that better right now as we're looking at it? Or is this better? I'm thinking this one. I think this is it, and I think we got it. What do you think? So we just gotta get rid of this as soon as the ground appears. We just gotta get rid of those things. I think we got the water shimmering. What do you think? You think the ground is good? I mean, just let me know if you want to join in on the video stream. It'll probably go in front of the in front of the whole key casting thing. That'd be cool. All right, so I think that's it. I think we're good on that. Let's see what the next thing was on the to-do list. All right, stop drawing, draw tree, hit the puddle, huge splash animation. Stop drawing everything else if negative altitude is 175 is greater than 175. So we could start doing that. 175. Then draw end stage background. Okay. Draw. And then we have to stop new clouds from drawing. So I think it's like add new cloud. Animate clouds, add clouds. Okay, so where's animate clouds getting called? All right, if negative altitude is greater than 30, token, and all right, so we got to like think about a couple of things. The clouds are coming up at a certain rate, so at some point we're gonna not want a cloud to be coming up at like 150-ish, probably. And negative altitude is less than 150. All right, so there's the clouds, and then the raindrops we want to stop pretty much immediately at 175. So add new droplet. Oh, this is happening way up here. The initial droplets, that's the initial droplet. So as soon as you load it, okay, so I'm not worried about that. All right, so if the weight is greater than 10, greater than 15, and negative altitude is less than 175, then that happens. And negative altitude is less than 175. Then that's it. All right. All right. So now let's see how this is. So we're at 175. We're gonna go up a little bit, maybe 1, and something else happens at 150. So I'm gonna do 140 and see how it is. See how it goes. Starting at 140. Okay, so we're at 150. We shouldn't see any more clouds being spawned. Alright, we're gonna be getting close to 175. Okay. We could go like a little more than 175. We could probably go up to 1. And then this has to happen a lot faster. Yeah, because now we're kind of stuck here. We can't move any faster than this. All right, so the droplets. I don't know if this one matters, but might as well do it. Let's just try 185. And over here, try 185. And then at some point, probably 185. We're probably going to have to take over control. Just when I think I'm like, yeah, concentrating and I got it. I wonder what's faster. Accelerating down, possibly getting hit. Trying to collect stuff. Falling faster. Okay. 172. Okay. Okay. Hit 175. Now we're gonna collect some. Now it's time to collect everything before the final thing, before we don't get to anymore. Okay. So now we're still getting raindrops falling, even though it's showing up. So 75 was, 85 was too high. So 75 was too small. So somewhere in between the two of them. Let's try 179. See if we can get away with that. At 140, it's going to take a while. So we don't want 140, we want something like 170. 174. 174. There we go. Okay. Hang on, I wasn't watching. Alright, let's see. We got stuff coming, okay. We're at 175, we just stopped. Now we're getting raindrops. Alright, now we're at, 179 is too late. So it looks like 176 is going to be our limit. We're only going to have one negative altitude in which to catch stuff before that ends. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Let me try one more time. Okay, really focusing over here. Okay. We may be able to push it up to 177. Okay, 175. Still got bubble. Still got the raindrops coming up. Alright, 177 was too much. Can't do 177. We could do like 176.5. That's gonna be like cutting it super close. Alright, hang on. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it. 176.5. And then that's gotta appear and up there, and yeah, this was me, like, now I'm concentrated, I'm going to focus mode, it's serious. I gotta figure out when this is happening. And now it's just like, chilling, working on some artwork and stuff. Alright, so I think that's it. Get rid of stuff. Alright, stop drawing everything else if negative altitude is greater than 175. Greater than 175 or around 175. That's done. That part's good. Alright. Awesome. Sweet. Now, what's the next one? Draw tree. I don't know about this one. Dropping rain is gonna have to definitely tell me if they think this tree should be drawn. I think that's what's gonna have to happen. So that's the Alright, so draw tree, I'm not sure about this. Hit puddle, huge splash animation. I think that's gonna be fun to do. I think we're gonna have to do that next. Alright, so the first thing is this negative altitude is probably fine. Alright, hit the puddle, huge splash animation. So end first stage background. Okay, so we're drawing this end first stage background. As soon as it appears, we're going to start drawing it, but it's coming up super slow. So we're going to have to probably multiply the background height by 2. Yeah. Or multiply the speed of it by 2. Background height plus equals 156. Plus 156. And then we want to probably add 2 to that. All right, so background height plus equals 2. Right after that, get it to move faster. If it's less than 104, it only equals 104. I don't know. Let's see if it scrolls up on us any faster. What are we at? 174? That's probably fine, because then it's going to start appearing within a couple of frames. So, yeah, there we are right there. Okay, so we just added this background height plus equals 2. Let's check it out. Speaking of which, since that thing is done, and raindrop. Got water shimmering, working, water sparkling, working, check with okay. There we go. Okay, so now we can see. Alright, that's not going to change yet, but we'll try it and see how this works. Okay, so we're at 174, 5, okay. Now 175, 6. Stop this. Then we'll get those. Okay, it doesn't appear till later. And it doesn't look like it comes up any faster. So, if we add 8 to this, the background height is just going to be even further down, I feel like. So, instead of doing that, why don't we... Alright, so I just added 8. I have a feeling it's going to take longer to show up. Yeah. It's taking longer to show up, and it's not any faster either. Alright, so if we multiply it by anything, it's going to take even longer to show up, and it's not going to be faster either. So where's this draw and first stage getting called? Okay. If negative altitude is greater than 175, then draw and first stage background. Okay, and then the BG height is coming from over here. It's based off of negative altitude. If negative altitude, if this is multiplied, let's see, BG height times equals 2. All right, what happens if it goes like this? Oh, and then it just pops up immediately. Okay, so what if it was equal to 1.0, 1.1? Okay, so now it's still coming up. I see. And then it's jumping. It's like closer to what we want. Okay, so we gotta make a choice. We gotta make a decision over here. We got 175 and then 1.1. 175 is the negative altitude height, and then we got to go up, and then we're increasing it by 1.1, which is this this background. So how do we go up? You know, we could say that if it's above 177, if negative altitude is greater than 177, then we just want to ramp the whole thing up. Probably, go crazy and even do 1.2. Alright, and then probably 1.4 maybe. Go even crazier than that. Okay, so 4. Well, there's no transition this time. And then it's taking a while after that too. We kind of want to just take everything over, take control over everything, and then just grab this thing, grab that thing, and then slam into each other, and that's it. It's over. End of the stage. So, how do we do that? So this one's going up, and the other one's going down. All right. Yeah, that's what we want to know. Is how to get that one down and then the other one up. All right. All right. So all right, here's that side of things, and then over here appears the other side of things. Yeah, right there. Okay. It's less than 104. Only go up to 104 and don't go anywhere below that. The problem is, over there, you're not going to add the height up. unless it's over 177, or yeah, unless negative altitude is over 177. So somehow we have to do this. That's just drawing it, so that's going to be completely separate. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's what we got to do. So it's probably going to be right in here. And we don't want to just make people wait. There's literally nothing to do. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. All right. So that's just jumping up right there. We want it to very rapidly come up once it hits 177. So the background height, this is where the background height is calculated. So we probably have to recalculate background height based on negative altitude. 128 minus the floor negative altitude plus 20. We probably have to increase the multiplier of negative altitude. Times 1.5, something like that. Make it 50% faster, but only in that one case. But then it just kind of pops up, and you want it to kind of gradually come up. Yep, same thing. You want it to come up like 1 pixel per second or something like that. So right now it's coming up 1 pixel every however many seconds. So what we could do is is this returning anything? I don't think so. No, it's not. It's just drawing. It's taking the background height, adding 56 to it. And then if it's 104, it stops there. But then how do we get this background? This background height is appearing to us, and then we're just drawing whatever that is based on what that background height is coming in. So this background height should be increasing faster, but not jumping up. So it's gotta have to be something there. It's probably gonna be a lot of trial and error. Okay, now we're at 76.5. You should see the last one. There it is. He jumps up. And then it goes up to a certain value. And that negative altitude is increasing, but this multiplier is not helping it. And it's only jumping up one time. Whereas this should be hitting on every single run through of this. We should be increasing this negative altitude. Unless what we could do is just take the value of negative altitude and make it faster. So not even do this. Negative altitude is times equals 1.1 itself, and just increase the speed. We gotta speed it up. Yep. That was it. Okay, now we're just going down at a regular pace, not pressing the down arrow. That's it. Yep. It's probably 1.01 because then that happens. Actually, it's probably more than that. It's probably 1.05. That's probably it. And then we'll get this nice smooth roll up. There it is. That's it. And then as soon as that happens, as soon as it hits that maximum value, which is negative 104, you take control out of the first player, and then we set up a collision in between the raindrop and the bottom of the screen, and then make this huge splash. And then boom. Okay, so how do we do this? So let's write this down first. Okay, hit the puddle, huge splash animation. Okay, draw a tree. Question on that one. Finish level, draw tree. Okay, so now we're gonna splash down. Okay, so once we hit 104, BG height of 104, take control of raindrop. Then we hit the puddle and then we crash down. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's take a look over here. Uh, 104. That's the background height. Okay, so then we gotta go to the down arrow, which is all the way up here. Okay, there we go. And it's in the update function over here. Okay. So all this stuff, I gotta take control. So this is end stage animation. End stage control. All right, and then 104 is over here. Background height, so 104 end stage control equals 1. Now, once we hit into end stage control, we go to update. Okay, go over here. If end stage control equals 0, then do all this stuff. It's a lot of stuff. All right. If end stage control is 0, then do all this stuff. Else, self.y plus equals self.speed. We probably want to do something like this. Yeah. And then we want to probably animate here. Yeah, probably want to do something like that. Ah! That's it. Oh yeah, we know we need a sound effect also. Alright, so let's save that. Quit, and now we get a sound effect. Let's see. there. Sound effects. Let's see. Ah, probably don't want that one. Ouch. Ah, that's why the speed. Gotta go all the way down with the speed. Yeah, maybe something like that. Nope. Yeah, it's not even getting to the. Yeah, it's probably got to start out from all the way at the top and then just go all the way down. Kind of like that. Yeah. Boom. Maybe up a little bit more, something like that. Nope. Yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. All right, and then we probably have to stop the music. So let's see, how do we stop music over here? All right, save this. And then load it up. All right, and then play sound effect, SFX. That's P, and then sound effects, SFX 14. Oh yeah, that's right, and we still want to animate there. Here, we'll just mark this off as a to do. Animate here, okay. SFX 10. And then, let's see, nope, not 10, 14. We're gonna do something else if I recall correctly. Okay, so we're gonna do the sound effects over there, but then the music track, music 1203. I think it's like music 0 or something. Whoa. Okay, because we're playing the sound effect over and over again, and then we stop the music. So, play the sound effect one time. Boom. And not do that a whole bunch of times. So it's probably where this is entering, and that one too. So actually I'll take both of these, and then it's called end stage control. If background stage is less than 104, then background height is equal to that. If it's if it's equal to 103, see if that works. It's never going to be equal directly. So we're not ending, because so we would need the floor of BG height. And that's only going to happen once, possibly. All right. All right, 74, 75, 76. Stuff getting stops. Okay. That didn't work. Background is less than 104. Oh, then it equals 104. There we go. So this one actually might work. We might not have to do the floor every single time. Try that first, and let's see if it works. I don't think the music stopped. pico-8 stop music. pico-8 stop music. -1 stop playing music. -1 stop playing music. All right. That's it. Except we didn't quite reach the end, though. Okay. So we gotta keep going down on the top until we hit something. So let's close that. That one's good, and stage control over here is good. How do we do this now? So a whole bunch of stuff over here too. So we probably want this inside over there also, because we're going to take complete control and do all this stuff ourselves. Okay. So I have speed if self.y is greater than not 90. Self.y is greater than, so this is like 90. So we want to probably do 107 maybe? 110? Try 110. It's a nice even number. Then y equals 110. Yeah, we'll extend it out there just a little bit more. Yeah, it's good. 110, probably go with well, see, it really depends on what. Really depends on what size you are when you first hit there. Strange. Okay. Okay. Greater than 100. There we go. Okay. That's pretty good. All right, now we need a huge splash. Huge splash animation. So, huge splash. Huge splash. Equals 1. Yeah, so huge splash is 0. Alright, so huge splash equals 1. Okay, self.y, and then there it is. Okay, and now we can take this to do out, animate here, and then in the drawing, I believe, over here, draw drop 3. We'll do huge splash over here. All right, now we'll continue on with the huge splash over. There we go. All right, we'll continue on with the huge splash over here somewhere. Right? Okay, let's see if the one pixel set. Equals 0, then do all this stuff. Else draw a huge splash. Splash. And this is going to look similar to the explode, but different. All right, so let's do the explode. Draw one up, explode. Explode. Where's this? Add explode particle. All right, huge splash. X in it, Y in it. We'll do that. And that. Okay, so now how do we draw this? Well, we could add a whole bunch of explode particles, or we could start out with that. Offset. Where's offset used? Oh, okay. Offset is how far off it is. And we made that all over the place. Okay, so huge splash is going to be add explode particle. So the R init, that's going to make that, I don't know, 30. Direction. Direction. to do. Remove direction. Maybe we will be moving direction, maybe we won't be moving direction, I don't know. And then T in it. I don't know, 0, I guess. Try this out, see if it works. One part of this, like one part of the huge splash. Okay, there we go. I mean, that's a big splash, you know, splash screen. Let's oh, global. Draw. There we go. Out of memory. All right, add explode particle. Huge splash. Particles. Huge splash. Okay, so if huge splash particles is greater than 30, it's less than 30, then do this. Huge splash particles plus equals 1. All right, we'll try this, see if it alleviates the out of memory issue. Nope, doesn't. We'll do 3 of them. How about that? Let's see if that fixes it. Nope, nothing. And then we gotta blank the screen, and then we gotta like really clear the screen. So end stage. End stage. And CLS. Overlay state is 1. Clear the screen. Overlay state is 2. 1. Alright, so then overlay state. So we already have something like that. We don't need another one. End stage. We can just call it overlay state is 3. Inside of huge splash. Splash. Huge splash particles. Because it's not going to draw it unless it's done, unless the entire animation is done. Let's just try it out though. Let's see how it works. And then let's do overlay state equals 0. Oh, overlay state is 2. Okay, so then we would need a 3. All right. Title, screen, main play, pause. End of level. Sweet. We already have that there. Okay. So update. Else if overlay state is 1, then do something else. Overlay state is 0. Overlay state is 1. Else 1. If overlay state is 0, state is 1. Okay, so if the overlay state is 3, then we're going to clear the screen and not do anything else. And we'll figure that out later. Okay. So eventually we'll have to do the correct overlay state. Okay, draw a huge splash. Okay, and then I'll probably put this in, comment this part out. All right. So that's that part. Then huge splash particles. All right, so how do we get these particles then? I gotta think about this for a second. Huge splash particles. Now we don't see any particles. Add explode particle. We're not drawing them or we're not animating them, right? We're just adding them. I feel like we drew them somewhere and then we animated. Yeah. It's like animate particle. Add explode particle. One up particles. One up explode. Okay, so then we were doing that every single run through of that. Okay, so add particle, add explode particle. Okay, so over here, then add explode particle, huge splash particles plus 1, and then we have to get that code. 1 up particles. So the update happens, and then draw happens. All right, for in all 1 up particles. Right, 1 up particles do, and then update, and then the draw happens right afterwards, I think. But we could probably just do this right there. See if this shows us anything different. For arithmetic y, line 147. 1 up particles. There it is. Explode particle. Oh, but this is it. 1 up particles. OP update, draw. Draw line, draw a huge splash line. On a field Y table value. Uh, 147, okay. Right there. This is the line that they're referring to. Okay, on a field. I'm not seeing it over there. I think that's going to be it for me. For tonight, anyway. Update. Draw. Yeah, I'm attempting to update and draw. It could be this thing over here. Try that. And then we'll probably call it a night right after this. Yeah, that was it. Alright, until next time. That's it. Bye. Let's see, rain. Alright, see ya.